Alright, yo, what's up, man? It's Kenny, and this is my Magic the Gathering deck. I'm gonna show you real quick. As you can see, I'm eating my fucking dinner over there. 1 second. Let me take this shit out. I'm doing this with one hand. Got no gimbal, got no shit like that, so it's kind of hard. But bear with me. I'll display it right now for you guys. I know it's kind of like a jumbled mess, but this is the deck that I use for Commander. Yes, I only play Commander. I only played back then maybe like Standard or Modern, Legacy, whatever it's called. But nowadays only Commander. And as you can see, this is my sleeve and this is my Commander, Dragon. Just to let you know, this deck is very fucking expensive. This might not be the right deck for you. I'm saying this particular one that I have the copy because it's kind of expensive, but if you can afford it, then go ahead. But this is what I got accumulated from over the years. So a little about this my Magic experience. I started off playing Magic a long time ago. I was introduced to it by my friend in high school, and I played, I believe it was a Boros deck versus a Baylot deck. It was like an elf deck that he had, and I had the Boros deck. Recently I got into it, last year in particular, and I started off playing with my friend, and it was fun. My first deck, it was already built for me. It was a pre-con. It's like one of the old ones. I'll show you later. It had like a bunch of sea monsters and stuff. That was green and blue, and then I switched to only blue. I like big sea monsters and stuff. After that, I went to go play a swamp deck, and my commander was Turgid. After that, I stopped playing swamp and I went to play Omnath, Locust of Mana, mono green. And then afterwards, this like when I play Turgid, I play mono swamp, and then afterwards I play mono green. I just like playing mono colors because it's easy. And after mono green, I played my mono blue, which had like infinite turn, extra turn. You know, I had all those cards. Nexus of Fate, extra turn stuff like Time Warp, Time Stretch, all that shit. Alright, so it's kind of fucking messy. It's all over the place, but I'll just show you everything. Then I'll cut like parts of it so I have stuff to edit the fucking video. Dragon. Obviously, Dragon, Eminence, Flying, OP as fuck. Passive ability, 10-10, pay 9, 10-10. So in this deck, currently, January 6, 23, this is what my deck look like. So I have Sarkhan the Mad. I'm not gonna spend too much time explaining what each card does, but for the most part, everything here, if I go like this and I say the name, you can probably see it. You can just look at it online and know what it does. Because if you're watching this video, high chance you are kind of familiar with Magic. If you're starting off with Magic, this is a good deck to play, but I don't think you should spend as much as this. The deck itself, you want to buy the Commander deck. It's hard to find these days, so it's already hard like to find, and it's pretty expensive already for the deck. But there's always another version, like a cheaper version. Of course, I'm gonna go over that with you guys in another video maybe. As of this point, this is my Magic deck, and this is the only deck I play. This binder has a ton of Magic cards, as you can see. This is everything in the past in this here. This is my collection binder. Let me know if you guys want to see this binder. Pretty pricey. It has a lot of good shit. Anyway, this is how much the deck is to show. There you go. As of today's date. Okay. Starting off, artifacts. I run 4 artifacts: Grim Monolith, Mana Crypt, Soul Ring, Mana Vault. This one, you're playing Commander. Your deck obviously always gotta have Soul Ring. These 3 are optional. And also one other thing, this deck that I play with my friends, and for the most part in the Commander game, that is like 3 to 4 people. So this deck, I built it this way so it can 1v3, basically wipe out everybody. But if it doesn't wipe out somebody, then 1, bad luck, or 2, you play bad, or 3, bad draw, you know, bad mulligan, whatever, or you're just not lucky. But for the most part, if you're playing a 4-player game, you're gonna take 1 person down before you go down. So that's guaranteed, because most of the time you're gonna be a threat. If you're playing like this shit, you're playing all this shit that I'm playing, you pretty much got everyone's attention, and everyone's gonna, you know, try to take you down because you're, come on man, you're Dragon, you're just gonna fucking explode. Crux of Fate, destroy non-dragon or destroy all dragons. Farewell, Blasphemous Act, and Garrick's Wake, Wheel, Deluge, Ruinous Ultimatum, and Demonic Tutor. Alright, my phone crashed. Vampiric Tutor, Fear Protection, Heroic Intervention, Sword, Selecting Palm, Eldamri's Call, Assassin Trophy, Mana Drain, and Psychonic Rift. Those are my instants. Enchantment, Fiery Emancipation, Mystic Study, Crucible Fire, Smothering Tide, Aura Shard, Dragon Tempest, Shadow in the Warp, Temur Ascendancy, Sylvan Library, and Defense of the Heart. Okay, for the land, here are Fish Land, pay 1 life for all of them. All of them have to pay 1 life. Marsh Flat, Planar Swamp, Misty Rainforest, Forest or Island, Wooded Foothills, Mountain or Forest, Verdant Catacomb, Swamp or Forest, Windswept Heath, Forest or Plain, Buried Mesa, Mountain or Plain, and then Bloodstained Mire, Swamp or Mountain. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of these. There's 1 more. I have it in my side deck, but I'm not using that. Here are my 2 mountains, 2 forests, 2 islands, 1 plain, and 2 swamp. I have Triome, Petria Triome, Ragran, Zagoth, Indata, Savai. From my other lands, I have Command Tower, Ancient Tomb, Cavern of Souls, Forbidden Orchard, Exotic Orchard, Prismatic Vista. I run Tundra, Bayou, Savannah, Tropical Island, Sea, Taiga, Grubland, Badland, Island, Volcanic, and Plateau. Creatures: Atarka, Silver Dragon, Hellkite Courser, Dracuset, Gorge Valkus, Terrath Peak, Dockside, Ignoble, Gilor Reckoner, Morophon, Bird's Paradise, Sunscourge Regent, Old Gnawbone, Ancient Gold Dragon, Silumgar, Ancient Brass Dragon, Thunderbreak, Ganax, Scourge of the Throne, Rivaza the Claw, Noble Hierarch, Lathlis, Utvara, Dragon Broodmother, Gilded Drake, Goldspan, Balefire, Tiamat, Rith, Blade Wing, Ancient Copper Dragon, and Bloom Tender. I decided to take out Fire Emancipation, the one that does triple damage, because I don't need this shit. And plus it costs 3 red and 3 this, so I'm gonna be forever till I get that shit out. This thing, extra turn, extra combat, I don't think I need it, it's not necessary anymore. This one, 13 damage to each creature, not necessary. Bro, look at the cost. Of course it costs 1 less, but dude, what the hell, man. I can just get a board wipe. And this one, not necessary anymore, it costs 2. And permanents you control gain hexproof and destroy 1 in a turn. So these 4 are out. So instead of this guy, it costs 2, I'm gonna put in Veil of Summer. See, this thing costs 2, this thing costs 1. Permanents you control gain hexproof, and this UN permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and black. Most of the time they're gonna play blue and black, so it's an instant. And if they cast a blue or black, I get to draw a card. So it costs 1 less, I get to draw an extra card, and I just gotta play it when they play blue or black, like a death card or like a counter spell. That's it. Then they can't counter me or destroy its permanents I control. And as for these 3, I decided I'm gonna put in Doubling Season. Yay! Gonna make more tokens, and I gotta do Reanimate. The reason why I put a Reanimate is, I'm not gonna explain too much, but basically Hellkite Courser, Dragon, Swing. Obviously Hellkite Courser, they're gonna take it out. I'm gonna cast Reanimate, bring it back, and then Dragon. Hellkite Courser costs 7 life, I take 7, and then Dragon swing again, opponent dies. That's it. Massacre Worm. This thing, instead of paying 3 of this, 3 red, 3 colorless, I'm gonna pay 3 swamp to get a board wipe creature. A board wipe that's potentially 1-shot kill everybody, and I get a creature bonus. So when this shit comes in, all creatures -2/-2. For the most part, this is really good against people who play a lot of tokens, 1/1 creatures that spawn like a shit ton. This comes in, everything -2/-2, your opponent's only, and whenever creature dies, opponent control, they lose 2 life. For the most part, they're just gonna die. That's all. Anyways, that's it for this week's deck. Thank you guys. Peace out.